Hello, everyone. I think I managed to hit live. I hope some of you are going to be joining me. Hi, guys. Feel free to say hi in chat. How is everyone? I feel we'll give people a moment to join the stream. Thank you so much for coming and for your support. Gosh, thank you so much. Obviously, none of this. So for me, this is the achievement of you, and thank you so much for. Hi, Sid. Thank you, Dash. Hey, Harshit. Yeah, it's been a tremendous journey. It's a journey to 20K. Ashfari, thank you so much, and I really appreciate you guys joining me. Hi, Prabhat. Hi, Akash. It means a lot because none of this would be possible without you, and I feel like it's actually your congratulations. So thank you again so much. Hi, Hat. Thank you. Hi, Prabhat. Thank you so much. How are you guys doing? Let me know what's cooking. What's happening in your life? How do I make my time for YouTube apart from the job? Apart from the job, I study hardcore. So it's been really tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's been really tough couple of months to get this managed, but hopefully I'll finish my certification in the next month or two. So this is where it will be a bit. I think I can just go back and to doing that a bit more often, but all of it is taking toll. I'm not gonna lie. How are you guys? How is Ash? Hey, good evening. Good evening to India. It's 4 o'clock here, so actually, it's really nice outside. It's a very sunny day, so it's super lovely. I am not constantly, animal reaction. I will try to go back to it. It's just, if I did, I literally die. It's just way too much happening in my life right now. So yeah. Hi, Aditya. How are you? So talk to me, guys. How are you guys doing? How is the whole new you're coming up for an election. How are you guys feeling about it? Who are you going to be voting for? I know about the Cricket League, Lord Morgan. I've done a couple of videos on cricket. In fact, I've learned about cricket through India. I lived in the UK, so I've seen people playing cricket, but it was never really of my interest. Me from Slovakia, we love ice hockey here. I said thank you. So BJP, everyone is voting for BJP. Do you guys expect there will be a different outcome than Modi's government for the election? Good. Upanishada Ganga. Okay, I will look at this hat. Okay, everyone's voting BJP. Is everyone so? Who's the opposition in India right now? I can't vote. So what, Dash? Are you too young to vote just yet? For another chance for an other government. Okay, interesting. So I mean, at least on my channel, it feels like everyone's pro BJP. Obviously, I don't know your internal affairs or like who is the kind of opposition. It's an understand movement for sure. So do you reckon when BJP is going to win, they're going to win by like a landslide, that they're going to increase? I think that they can increase, right, seats in their Congress or, whatever system. I don't know exactly how it works. Strange against interesting. I know that the USA is going to be huge. I feel like at least USA election will, you guys, affect me for sure, because if Trump wins, I am pretty sure the end to the Ukrainian war that is in my back garden is going to be finished. So interesting. Shivam. I don't think anyone, I don't know. I am not American citizen, so I'm not voting for anyone. I think that America does not currently have any good alternative. But I just know if Trump wins, I feel like the war is going to be over, which will help with our economical situation here in Europe. BJP will major victory. Okay, 2/3 is rule. Oh, wow, that is massive. Okay, it doesn't come from voting, then it can be difficult. Okay, very, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Vote from home in India. Interesting. What does that vote from home mean in Indian elections? What do you mean? What type of democracy? It's just kind of, as in like social democracy. Hi, Shivam, from your favorite politician. It's always tricky with politicians. Oh gosh. Okay. And yeah, I'm just waiting if there are more people coming. But I wanted to also ask you guys. So, what is happening with the CAA Act? Like, talk to me. Talk to me. Good, bad. What do you reckon? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Shivam, yes, too hard, unfortunately. It's my study, because it's a uni level certification, is actually no joke. I'm too old for this right now. If I was like in my 20s or, like 18 or something, it would be a different story. I've done my time already with uni, but I'm hoping that this certification will get me to do something that I'm, a bit more closer to or more passionate about. So we'll see. Work from home for physically disabled. Okay, so how does that work? Do you have people coming to houses to collect the kind of electoral votes, or for 80 citizens? Okay. Well, you know what? I thought I've heard in Slovakia that they're trying to. So I don't know if you've heard of a company called Asset. I say Asset because it is actually a Slovak company, and they are very much like a cybersecurity company and stuff. And I think that they are looking into like a digital voting for us, kind of from home, whatever. Very curious. Amendment the providing accelerated path to Indian citizenship. Okay, for minorities. So, so what do you guys think? Is it going to really happen? Is it not? Bharat is a natural home for Hindus, just like Israel is for Jews. Yeah. Anything against India and that is promoted to top with Instagram. Shivam, I feel like, there in the world there are always the top dogs so far and underdogs, and until you are able to level up with the top dog, they will do everything to, ridicule you and trash you and all that kind of stuff. I feel like it's almost like a nature of things, and it's just kind of how I feel like the world works. Ram ram. NRC is also coming. What does that mean? Okay. Cool. What do I think about India? What do you mean? What do I think? I haven't been. I'm planning to go, so I think I will form my opinions. Obviously, it's hard to form just on the basis of watching videos, but it's very interesting. For me, I really love the spiritual aspect. Aditya, if all goes well and I finish uni or to finish my certification, I would be hoping in June. So we'll see. I really need to finish that. At a point of throwing up studying, and I just want to be done with this, and I just kind of wanted my life back. Yeah. And then I thought, like, once I finish, this is when I'll start planning my trip. So we'll see. Slovakia and we are being told. Who says that? Interesting. Or Slovenia? I don't know. For sure, Slovakia has a very good developers. Maybe because of that. Yeah. So maybe, I don't know. I just know we have very good developers. I think that we are a center for optical internet infrastructure in Europe. In fact, actually, all the main cables are sitting in Slovakia. Would you believe what a random information? Why such a negative image of India on the internet? I don't think I can answer that question. But I hope a change. There is a kick of illegal immigrants. Okay, from the country. Okay. And do you reckon it's going to be passed? Congratulations. Let's aim for 100K subscriber. Sarba, yeah. So I can see that you guys are really liking the major area videos. So here is a little task. Like, if you get me to 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to reach out to the major area and we're going to get him on the show here. So yeah, feel free to to support and see if we can get him on a show. Having said that, I wanted to say a real thank you to people of Nagaland. I've seen there's been lots of subscribers from Nagaland, so thank you guys so much for joining the channel. And also a lot of people from South India has been joining this channel, so shout out to everyone there. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, please do, even this stream, please keep liking and sharing it so we get more people on this live as well. So react to debate on Anand Ranganathan. Okay, Jesse Deepak. Okay, I'll take a note of that. Okay, so the elections are actually in June. Okay, so if I would be coming in June, I would be coming definitely. Hi Seth, major Aryan fans there. I see you. I see you. Biggest democratic election. Well, obviously, like India is kind of volumes big, so that would make sense to be the biggest. Thank you, Tejas. Yeah, absolute fire. Cool. Recently, we know the France army will be deployed in Ukraine against Russia. Interesting. I have no time to watch anything between YouTube, work, and uni. I'm barely alive. I can tell you this much. So it's really kind of tricky. Hi, Deep. How are you? Kind of just so when I'm trying to planning my visit, what I'm really trying to do something spiritual. You guys, I would like to go and see a rishi. If you have any recommendation to go to someone that is super spiritual, like sees, hears, transcends stuff in the universe, please do let me know where to go and how to find those people. I would be super excited to that's kind of what I would love to do when I go to India. So yeah. Uttarakhand, I've heard of this one. Ayodhya. Oh, Ayodhya, nice. But I was thinking of going to this. I do have trouble with remembering names, and especially the names that are hard to pronounce for me. I think that there's this yoga capital of India with starting with R. So something along these times. Yeah, I was thinking of going to the yoga place, center, capital, whatever in India, and then go to Goa for a bit as well. Elections through 7 phases. Jesus, why there? What? So how long do your elections take place? By the way, in Slovakia, it's a day. Huh? I mean, we're small. Oh yes, this Rishikesh. But anyone that like rishis and people that would be like not kind of mainstream or anyone, I would love to know. Lakshadweep, yeah, I want to go there. It's just unfortunately the planning takes way too long. So yeah, Kandi around. So I think, hang on, where is this coming on? Indian citizens, people were forced to deny entry. Oh, Raj, Alex. Okay, thank you. That's very, very informative. Cool. And then there's a current. What is CR voter? A whole month of election. Whole month for election. Jesus Christ. I am so happy that we have it here. It's a day thing. It's like a day of voting, then they close in the midnight. The next morning, you know the results. Australia, Hasarov. My best friend moved to Sydney, but I was never a big fan of Australia. I feel like everything in Australia is out to get you. You know, they have all like snakes and crocodiles and sharks, like literally all sorts of stuff that just really is after you to kill you. I don't know. I swear I don't understand why people are so keen when it comes to Australia. I mean, obviously I understand because I've heard, you know, on the contrary, people are really loving it and the lifestyle and all that. But for me, it's like way too far away, way too many killer animals. I know some good rishis in Sydney. Okay, if you want to know more, yes, please. Rudrakash, please send me an email at zuzanareacts@gmail.com. It would be really good to get a pointers where to go there. And it will come as a phase after my uni research. But biggest election in human history. Wow. Well, you just offended in the most color way, quite polite. I did not mean to offend. It's just I think people can interpret things as they like, right? Like I have my preferences, and that's my preference. That's kind of how I see Australia, and as I said, my best friend lives there, so there must be a reason. But yeah, Slovak is not at its best right now. I think it's at its best right now, actually, as at its best as it can be. We don't have a good alternative in this country. We are 5 million people, so we are like a smaller Indian state. But yeah, cool. And again, pretty blunt. That's how I like it. I am very blunt. I need to work on the political correctness. I've been working on it all my life. You know, I lived in the UK, but it's just very hard. I just obviously there's a way to say things, but Slovaks are also very direct people, so they say things as they are. And not everyone likes to receive the information in that way, which is fair enough. I just sometimes, it's the mental capacity it requires to just select your words. Trying to say what you think, say it differently so it doesn't offend people. It's a thing. Oh gosh. You can tag India, Slovakia so that your channel reaches and your inbox. What do you mean in my inbox? Not enthusiastic to see the. Oh my goodness, Shivam, I really need to be better like that. It's a lifelong journey for me. This is why I'm very interested in communication and how to say things. And I do genuinely believe like you should try to it's not about being diplomatic, but just maybe to try and consider people you're speaking with, but that at the same time you just really do not know, right? Like you're talking to different cultures, you don't understand those cultures, you don't know how they will interpret what you're saying. It's a very, very tricky gig. So this is why, I don't know if you saw it in my last video, I recommended the book called The Culture Map, which I've always worked with multiple cultures, but more Western cultures. And it really, that book yet again, and for me, how difficult it is to communicate with people that are not of your culture, they don't have almost at least similar understanding. It can lead to crazy amount of miscommunication and conflicts and stuff like that. Temperature in Slovakia, it's a good question. I would like to actually, let me check. What's the weather like in Bratislava? Apparently it's 12 degrees. It's very sunny right now. I should try vlogging, but vlogging about what? I'm interested in coaching and spirituality more than anything else. Ooh, Shiva, many political parties. We don't have a bipartisan system. Do you know about France's recent actions related to Ukraine? I don't, I'm afraid. Seems like you'll publish about India based on your insight. Do you know what? Animal reaction. I'm just sometimes laughing. Like with you guys, I'm learning so much, and it's just so much better. Like when you're watching a video and the people are commenting, and you can ask the questions without hoping people not judging you, because we can't all know everything about everything. And imagine me like handling Slovak-Indian relations in politics. That would be so much fun. What do I teach? I don't teach anything. I'm a life coach. Life coaching is not about teaching or telling people what to do. It's a form of therapy. Just think about it. If you're going to a psychologist, that's almost what it is. Dinosaur Park. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, Aditya, both. Actually, I like both. Cats and dogs. Right now, my parents have been having cats, so I'm more on the cattish side, I guess. But I like both, I think, equally. I don't have any YouTube income. I know that it feels maybe that there is a lot of subscribers, but yeah, there isn't real income. I mean, yeah, I don't think I could do a YouTube channel if I didn't have a job. So yeah, Seth, actually, feel free to join my Instagram. I have a couple of videos that are still in video making from that day when I went to try Indian food. But I guess when I come to visit India, I will try to shoot as much as I can and then post it and do kind of lives. I think it will be a lot of fun. So, oh, thank you, Sandeep. Yeah, I think, I don't know why people have these ideas about making lots of money on YouTube. It's uber hard. And you have to have a very solid income if you want to buy all the gear, like all the investment only. I don't know how people do it, but I haven't really investigated because I've been doing this for fun. And in the end, if you guys allow me and if you'll help me grow, I could take it full time and see, if the income will be sufficient to replace what I'm making. But it could be also fun. Then I could travel, imagine you guys going to India, taking a year off and just traveling around India and making content for you. That could be so much fun. Hey Deepak, love back to India. So yeah, what is your favorite continent overall? Gosh, Aditya. So I haven't really, when it comes to Asia, it really hasn't enticed me in a way. So I only been to like Bangkok, Hopipi, that part of the world. Oh, thank you, Bhagat, for super chat. And so I never really been interested much like that to travel in kind of Asian countries. India is interesting for me mainly because of spirituality. So that kind of is a big driver for me for this channel as well. But I think favorite continent from everything, I haven't been to, well, I've been to Africa. For me, it's still Europe. I feel good old Europe. I don't like ghost stories, no. Vinay, thank you so much. Hi, Nicole, how are you? Yeah, spirituality is great. I think this is why I want to go to India. Yeah, 30 gonna activate a join button, and I believe from there on things will skyrocket. What is the join button? Yeah, this is so Shivan, it's so what is actually really tricky is that I have just so much going on right now, which does not really allow me that much time for YouTube right now. But once things settle back, I will put more energy into YouTube. I don't like ghosts. Hindi before you come here. If you want to enjoy the local cuisine, you want to connect with more Learn Hindi. That would mean, Shriv, that I have to live a 48-hour day, which is unrealistic. One of Veda is based on song and singing. Class in spiritual is India. Okay, interesting. I would love to see making vlogs Slovakia. Feel free to. I have a couple of videos from Slovakia, so feel free to join my Instagram and watch those there. The recent trend was wrong with India. Oh, there is such a trend. Well, what is it? What is the trend about? How funny. What is wrong with India? You can read a multiverse theory. I've already did. Feel free to check it out. I don't think I'm superstitious, no. I do. Just I think I've asked about it earlier in the live as to what you guys think is going to win and who you're voting for. A logical trend on Twitter. It is just so strange, right? Like, since I've been doing this with you guys, obviously I didn't know anything about India to that point. And now that I know you, I'm just trying to understand how this culture works and operate. And when I see things in the Western media, let's say about India, just like, you don't even have to tell me what the hashtag on Twitter is about. I feel like there is just such a huge misunderstanding. And I feel like people are not taking time in the West to try to understand. And I feel like until something changes where people are actually just taking a genuine amount of time to, like, India is just so huge and so culturally diverse. It can take a lifetime to understand, but there's, I guess, certain essential principles. And if none of the parties take time to really explore where certain things might be coming from, it will be always very tricky, because you are actually, it's not a matter of someone's being stupid or not. It's just a matter of real misunderstanding of the culture. Okay, Modi. Okay. I see. You're voting for BJP. Classical music. To visit South Goa. Don't hesitate, not on the door. You're in South Goa. Okay. Good to know. Upanishad Ganga. Please do remember. Okay, I will. Is the worst ever wasteland. Okay, focus on study. Thanks, Nakoi. Just honestly, I'm vomiting it at this point. Even though it's something that I enjoy, but there comes a point where, when it comes to education system, I always said I wanted to be Ministry of Education, because I don't know, the certification I'm doing is the UK based, and I thought, maybe better in comparison to anything Slovak. But man, it's just the opposite extreme of crazy of what we do and what they do, and nothing is linked to practical world, and it just frustrates me. I wonder when the entire school system is actually going to collapse, because I could just go on a big rant about how much I don't like that. So, and it just you're not learning what exactly you would want to be learning. It's interesting, but they're pushing things in that course that are absolutely not realistic. They will never be connected to practice. But yeah, I could go on a rant. Anyone from Delhi here? Yeah, harsh. Let's see if anyone from Delhi is joining. Mike says that India is the cradle of what? Of human race, birthplace, human speech, mother. Okay. I didn't know he said that. Thank you, Seema. Thanks a lot. Watch a documentary, Operation Gunga. Notable Slovakia and India have good relations. Apparently we do. I think I don't want to get into politics. I don't really follow it, so whatever opinions I have perhaps are highly uneducated. First, how many friends? Many. First, we should grow economically, then international. Marian Vaida, yeah, Seth, we have actually a lot of tennis coaches of very famous tennis players from Slovakia, random. Oh, Kapavisha, thank you so much for the super chat. So the movies are tricky, right? Like first they're in Hindi that I don't understand, and then you're struck with you're struck with the kind of copyrights. And honestly, I don't have mental capacity to figure out how other people do it right now. But nonetheless, for everyone, question for everyone. So, what kind of videos would you like to see, and any kind of recommendations from you in terms of like how, for me, what is the best way to collect recommendations? Because I'm just receiving a left, right, and center, and it's just very hard for me to actually put it together. Saurabh, hi to Pradesh. Do more live stream at least once a week on a different current topic. Okay, Three Idiots. Oh man, I love Three Idiots. And you know what? I found this movie and it worked, and then it was taken down. But I'm reluctant to be buying extra kind of like channels outside of Netflix that just for that. I like Prague and Budapest. I like to visit. Okay. So what do you prefer, Budapest or Prague? Current affairs, spirituality, culture. Hi sis. Hi DJ Special. It's an antidote to defame India by foreign powers. That's just, like you have to be above that, because there is, but it's like, like you have to think about the world like positive and negative polarity. Let's simplify that, yin yang, and you have to have both for the world to exist, right? Like we live in a 3D kind of universe. I'm just speaking spirituality here, but basically you need to have a matter and antimatter for it to exist. So you'll always have forces pro and against it. We just have to, your job as a human is to navigate that without giving it a reaction. Speak Slovak. Oh my god, do you guys want to hear me speaking Slovak? Slovak is not particularly sexy language. What do I think about Czechoslovakia? Do people discuss it there? Yes, older people, yes. I think the older people sentiment is usually that it was good for Czechoslovakia to continue, because their Czech Republic is 10 million, Slovakia is 5 million. And so like older generation, so you're thinking people around in their 60s would have appreciated if the country continued as one. Oh, thank you, Aditya, for the super chat. I don't know about the younger generation, like people like me. I studied history. I'm more on a Czech versus Slovakia being separate. Basically, Czechoslovakia would have never happened was it not for a Slovak person. That's point blank. And then Czech people always wanted to rule everything from Prague. And basically, I feel like if we what happened with division of Czechoslovakia was that Czech Republic has taken a lot of things that made them a bit more advanced, and Slovakia was left with literally garbage, believe it or not, but I know the stories. So for me, I feel like if we were part of Czechoslovakia, it would be the underdeveloped part of Czechoslovakia, because they would not be investing that much in us. So I feel from historical point of view, it's better that we are our own country. Obviously, we have we're still not, they're still ahead, but it's also a bigger country. They stole a lot of things from us. Yeah, it's just what it is. What's the best place to visit in Slovakia? I think it is the mountains. It's Tatra Mountains. Slovakia and Slovenia have absolutely nothing in common. Hi, good evening, Surprise Club. It's Tejas, it's like asking, what do individual people from individual countries in India think about Europe? Yes, I feel like I'm finding a lot of similarities between Slavic culture and Hindu culture, to be fair. Harsh, thank you. Do you know what? I love the architecture. And you have different one across different countries as well. But I love the historical architecture here as well. But you guys have something mind-blowing in India. I mean, they just every time I look at those videos that they show the monuments, it just blows my mind. It feels like the proportions are gigantic over there. Yeah, Shivam, I think I've reacted to a couple of videos, so feel free to browse my channel. Are Czech and Slovak people similar? Actually, not really. I think we are closer culturally with Polish people than we are with Czech people. So Slovakia is a Christian country. It's more Catholic country. Polish people are very Catholic. Czech are godless people, we like to say. So it's a very different mentality, in fact. Although language-wise, Slovak and Czech seems a bit more similar than you would consider between Slovak and Polish language, but culturally we're a bit closer to Polish people, I feel like, to Czech people. 12 for fail movie. Okay. The reaction Himalayas. Oh my god, they are gorgeous. I wish I could go there, actually. Okay. Hi, Simpi. And you guys, please feel free to like and share this video so you get more people on the live, then people can come and chat. I don't think, Steve, I don't think it is. I think I'm one of the skeptics of Czech and Slovak relationships. So from when I chat to people, actually, apparently they like Slovak and Czech people, they like each other. I just know what happened in the history, and this is why it's not like I don't like the people, I have absolutely nothing against people. But I just, because I know what has gone on, it just still feels a bit, I don't know, like, don't care. You guys did whatever you did to us. No great. So I have zero, interest in kind of supporting them. I don't know. We are officially, Slovakia's number one religion is Catholic Church, and then you have Protestant, and it's a very Christian country, I feel like. Every time a university is proposed, it stands on it, and then Slovakia's, and then India. Oh, Nakul, how sweet! Thank you so much. Welcome. Oh, come to him. I would love to see Himalaya, and I would love to, just go there somewhere with, just like a solitude place with some spiritual rishis, and just like do my connection to the universe. That would be amazing. Archaic Kalvat, thank you so much. Love your videos and channel. Oh, Suma, thank you so much. Were killed and sexually enslaved, and tens of Indians they ever killed. Oh wow, no way. We suffer. It's I guess it's the dichotomy of the world that we live in, right? Like you have positives, negatives. Prabhat, that is funny. You guys, like once this channel grows, maybe this is where we get to speak with Jay Shankar, and he will put me forward to work India-Slovak relations. That would be hilarious. Having so much fun. I think my knowledge is increasing so much that I'm not too sure if anyone in Slovakia has so much knowledge of India as I do right now. Nuclear family. Tata, what's wrong with her? They're gonna attack Russia. I don't know about that. Well, Damien, I'm actually Protestant and Lutheran, so I hope that you did not mean that comment. Okay, social media with suspicion. I am not. C++ is my life is way too busy to observe social media like that, I'm afraid. West Bengal, to become a Slovak ambassador in India. No, I currently don't have any of those plans. Though it would be funny. And I find oh my goodness. The most famous drink in Slovakia. Outside of vodka, I would say there is something called Tatra tea, and it's actually is marketed under Tatra tea, Tatrat. Yeah, it's herbs. So, and it can get like I think 78% as well. Thank you. Thanks to you, check India in pixels. No, I did not. Oh, thank you. Surprise, Clara. That's very kind of you to say. Make a video on Kalmari Hindu genocide. Ooh. It's always tricky to make videos like that on YouTube algorithm. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like with your request for videos, we need to move to Rumble and not YouTube. Oh, no, thank you so much. So, gosh, you guys are typing faster than I'm able to read. To this, what's conditions of racism in Slovakia? I don't think we have. I don't know. Depends on how you define racisms. Like I come from Central Europe, which is just purely white region. We didn't have anyone else, so naturally, if you live in a culture that doesn't have kind of all sees is white people, you will always be, I think, suspicious of other people that come here. There's lots of Chinese people historically here. But I don't feel like I think though the Slovaks are racist, but not in the way you might imagine it. It only comes from the fact that you don't like you never met any other kinds of people, so you're not trustful. So I think it's coming from that point rather than from anything else. So it's not overtly and intentional, but it is just from, I think, comes from the fact that you're not trusting people. What's the most famous monument in Slovakia? Oh, I have zero idea. What's the most famous monument, actually? Matthew Hayden in conversation with Sadhguru. Okay, but you guys feel free to let me know what is the split. What is the type of content did you like to see, and what is the best way for me to collect this from you? What would it make it easy for you? Gosh, I can't speak anymore. Okay, I've been reading. I had to stop the book of this guy, which I'm just so bad with names. He's very popular. He's done the book on how British done wrong to India. He's also a politician. I can't just recall his name right now, and that was really good. I haven't finished it. It's just been shocking. It's just been shocking because we don't get to learn about these things here, right? What do you call brother-in-law in Slovakian language? Švagor. Švagor. That's the word. The Buddhism is famous in Slovakia. I think that the Buddhism, I'm not too sure if Buddhism is famous. I think in the Western world is what we call just spirituality, which you can identify by gazillion of things. I think it's more spiritual than any than kind of maybe you would call what I would define spirituality Buddhism, but I don't think that's how people think about it here. Oh, sorry, I kicked my camera. Yes, Damien, we all are, right? Like I think it's just like a human nature, but it's just about trying to be kind to people at all times. Come to India, sunburned apples. But it's just the world, the nature of the world. Slovakia and abstain from the EU resolution on all we did. Interesting. Good to know. Good to know. Well, interesting to know. I don't see why Putin would have a reason to attack Slovakia personally. What more than 1 million Indian fought. You see, Nicole, that's an interesting comment that you have made because we are never thought that, never. That is only I've discovered through watching this channel, watching things, reading stuff, engaging with you guys. We don't know. We just simply don't know. And the thing is, it's not only that you don't know, but no one cares here. Like if you would go to school, I know you're a teenager, right? Like, I don't know what it is like in India, but in here, everyone wants to be on the next season of Love is Blind or Love Island. It's like the culture here is just so different. People just don't care about so many things. The only thing that they care is, I felt, very superficial things. That doesn't sit well with me, but I guess, cultures come and go. They come to a peak of decadency and then they fall. Yes, it is what it is. On Dalai Lama and Tibet, I don't think I have particular reaction where you're trying to speak Hindi words. Love to hear. Oh, wow, okay. I think, I'll do that when I'm in India, and I'll just try to speak to people, and the only thing they all know would be namaste. And I'll just be going to everyone saying namaste, namaste. So, I really like Mr. Arya. I think he speaks the truth. I like people that are direct to me. It's just very tricky to do that on a platform that prevents free speech, which is YouTube. Most famous YouTube channel. How do I say that? I don't watch anything about Slovakia since I left the country after university, and then I came back with COVID. I just feel like this country is just so insignificant, and I'm not interested in Slovak politics or celebrity life or anything that Slovak people do, for that matter. Is it bad? I just, I don't know. We're I don't really like the mentality of people. Tough. Yeah, harsh, he is fire. Swami Vivekananda, I think I already, Naman, reacted. I feel like you need to explore my channel, but more. Lots of videos you're suggesting I've already done. Why do they want Poland, Damien? Do they want to destroy themselves? Oh, Suraf, do you know what? I think one day I'm gonna go to Australia, to Sydney, probably, because my best friend lives there. But react on Indian songs. Okay, big disclosure. Every song that I listen to, so 98%, I would say, maybe 99, is I'm not a fan of. And when I was discussing that with Indian people, they said, like, just don't say anything out loud because people will not like you. But I genuinely don't like them. I'm sorry. Even the ones that you think are the most beautiful, because I've taken your suggestions and I've listened to Indian songs, and I just simply don't like them. It's not my style, sense of music. It's not me trying to offend you. It is just, that's just not something that I like, unfortunately. So this is why I don't react on the songs, because you perhaps would want to see me say something positive, and whereas majority of cases I wouldn't have anything maybe positive to say. So why are not at playing on your videos? What does that mean? What type of music? So when it comes to music, I'm very commercial, unfortunately. This is why people laugh at me, right? So very mainstream, from Britney Spears to Backstreet Boys to, I don't know, Janet Jackson to Dua Lipa to Justin, what's his name, Bieber. I'm just very, very commercial, and people laugh at me for my taste in music, but for me, it has to be melodic. It has to be like when you go in a club and you can have a good time. I'm just so very specific. I don't like most of the music, so it's hard for me to respond to musical videos. Not getting freedom in YouTube. It's particularly your country. I don't think it's particularly Slovakia. I think it's just YouTube in general. Like, if you are a big creator, you can perhaps say much more. But if you're a small person like me, you can be easily banned. And I don't think it's. I don't know. I just, yeah, it's not safe, I feel like. What do you say? Fire when do. Fire, oheň, when vietor, door, dvere. Listen to Nordic folk music. Interesting. Never thought of this one. I'm going to start what off in future. What is your opinion? What is OF? Listen to. Do you know about crackdown on? No, I don't. I think. Collab with Major. Yeah, for all of you that haven't been here, if you get me to 100,000, we are going to reach out to Major Arya, and we'll try to get him on the show here to discuss geopolitics for you guys. So you have a little task to do. I feel like Slovak and Sanskrit are very different. Tada. You speak what you believe. That's the best thing. I cannot be any other way, Dash. I'm afraid. When we watch your videos in browser, ads run, but when we watch video in YouTube, all ads do not run. Interesting. Okay, I'm not too sure how it works. Like the channel is definitely monetized, but it's just really making ridiculous money. Like you couldn't live on that money even if you tried. So okay. Thank you as a CA aspirant. Yeah, so the Brodavi I actually really liked. But when you give me the traditional Indian music, I'm just not my jam. Atheism is true. Yeah, so Jayanta, if I'm pronouncing this name, I actually did a reaction on that. So feel free to check it out. Although he has a large fan of following, I think he's pretty major Arya. At least from like a couple of videos I've seen, he seemed quite intellectual to me. But obviously there is it's just 2 videos and you don't get a full picture of a person just from a 1-hour video. What is my educational qualification? I am a teacher. I have a master's degree in English language and literature and history. So I'm a history and English language teacher for secondary and university. I am a certified life coach, ICF certification for life coaching for the last 10 years. And I'm currently working on my CAPD certifications, my psychotherapy and NLP certifications. So that is me. Hi, KB. Hope you're good. Best Slovakia movie. So best Slovak movie. Whew. Best Slovak movie? I don't know. I would really have to think hard. No idea. We do a lot of I feel like we have good like a fairy tale movies. So we tend to like from like a medieval ages, we do a lot of movies like that, which is not, it's more like a TV kind of thing. I feel like a proper movies are not really being much shot. We don't have budgets for that. So maybe like 7 or 10 years ago, you would have a big boom in TV production, like a cheap TV shows. But real movies are not really shot in Slovakia. There are few, and they've been like popular about like whatever political scene has happened. But to me, it's just like doing a movie about corruption and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it will attract a certain type of audience, but not like a quality movie. Like let's think about any DiCaprio movies like that. They don't get made in Slovakia. Yeah. German singer customer, she is, I don't know about German music. Do you remember the scooter? How much is the fish? That is as close as I get to German music. Oh my God, the day is coming when you're doing an hour podcast with Ranveer. How funny that would be. And for that podcast, I would want to be in India. That would be so much fun. Can you, Kun, what books would you like to read? What is it that you're interested in? Yeah, so Major Arya was yeah. I think he just says it as it is. I like it. Do you have OnlyFans? I don't have OnlyFans. You're a history teacher. I would like to gift you a book about the history of Bharat by Venkatesh. Thank you. If you can email on my email address, that would be awesome. I really like cat eyes lenses. Do you know what? My brother told me that I look older when I wear those. I really like them. I thought like I've spent so much time just trying to pick my new specs, and he was like, "You'll basically look like shit." So I was like, "Thank you, brother. Thank you." Charauka podcast. Interesting. I'm not too sure what kind of podcast that is. I haven't read my account. Your smells beautiful. Oh, Seema, thank you so much. Cheyenne, I love spirituality. I like history as well a lot. It's a good podcast. Yeah. The Schopenhauer a few years ago. It was a Slovak movie, if I remember correctly. You know, Nicole, we had like a lot of production in like, I feel like 50s, 60s. And then the revolution happened and things changed and governments changed and all that kind of stuff. And then Slovakia was really trying hard to get into EU. So budgets weren't, there for entertainment or culture. This shop on the main street. I wonder what movie that is. Yeah, I don't know. If you ask me, I really don't think we have any movies. Aravin, hi. Thank you so much. How are you? The book choices. Okay. My book choices, anything to do with spirituality, self-help, psychology, business, business type of that is kind of what I read. I have 2 Kindles. I have no idea about this for Indian diasporas in Slovakia. Charavaka has spiritual, historical, and geopolitical. Interesting. I will take a note of the Charavanka. Do you see? When you guys are berating me for not being able to pronounce things correctly, I'd rather avoid names because I feel like an idiot. Okay, interesting, Radhika. Very interesting. Jeepagara. Okay. And what is MCU? I clearly am not. Do you have about your YouTube things? Haha. My family knows, but they have no idea what I talk about. So yeah. Spiritual master, okay. Ernie, okay, feel free, you guys. I think in 2 minutes I will be closing down. Most popular sport in Slovakia is drumroll, ice hockey, and I'm a big fan. Marvel. Oh no, animal reaction. No, I cannot stand fantasy movies. I think it's nonsense towards something that is made up. I think the closer to the nonsense I could come to is Avatar, and it's only because I felt like it had a very spiritual angle. Atheist philosophy of India, also anti-spiritual. Okay, maybe not my jam. Yeah. Okay, guys, for the collab with Major Arya, feel free to support me to get me to 100K subscribers. So feel free to even share and like this content and this live so it reaches more people. So, the 3 Idiots was effing brilliant. I wish I could have finished the movie. I was watching it, and the next day it was removed from that site. I could not believe it. I was laughing so hard. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. The forest there is in Pradesh. Okay, recently committee for development of what? 5th generation aircraft. Nice. Oh, yes, thank you. Are you manifesting with me 50K? Oh my gosh, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, you guys, if I actually thought I'm only going to be here for an hour, but this has been a lot of fun. As soon as I'm finishing my certification, I'm going to be a bit more present. Just please do bear with me. Give me still like a month or two. And yeah, and then I can maybe just include a weekly live or something, just to come and chat with you and have fun on the live. So thank you guys so much for your time today, and thank you so much for your support, and I really appreciate you getting me to 20K. It really means a lot. And as I said, as soon as I'm out of my studies, I'm going to be a bit more present. So please do be patient with me, and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and even a more brilliant start to your new week. And take care, and sending, as always, much love. See you later, everyone. Bye bye.